Well, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be across this beautiful blue-green globe of ours. Welcome to Real News Live. I'm your host, Mike Barra in Seattle, Washington, and that lovely lady with the lustrous hair right below me is Jennifer Falah-Doring in Hayden, Idaho. Jen, how are you on this fine Friday morning?
Good. Having paranormal activity in the house, I suppose. I had the flashing light in the room, and I had to mess with that before we came on the air. So sorry for the delay.
Yeah, kind of creepy. Hey, just to prove to everybody, especially to that mean lady on Jennifer's chat who's always blaming me for us being late, I just wanted to show you there. Here's a message from Jennifer right there. Be there in a few from 8 minutes ago. It was Jen's paranormal activity that made us late today. Well, I was ready at like 10:04.
Yeah, I'm seeing quite a few reports today of paranormal activity. I was out front the other day, and there was one of the dog's balls sitting there on the driveway, and right in front of me, it just moved. There's no wind. I didn't touch it. It just moved, and I went, I don't have time for this. All right. Yeah. So clearly, I need to cleanse the home.
Well, get Marcy Howell to cleanse the home for you. Just wanted to
Marcy,
check. Yeah,
help me out, man. I'm busy.
Yeah. Yes, the chat is back, so that's good. That's good. The chat is back. So we don't know what happened with that. Okay. Anyway, I wanted to start with something. I had a dream this morning right before I woke up, and I found myself in a race car driving, and I knew it was in the Indianapolis 500, which out of any car race, that's the race I'd like to win. But I wasn't in the Indy. I was driving to the racetrack. But so I was on the streets, and there were all these other cars around me, but there was only one that was also in the race. And I was pulling up on him, and I could feel, the track pushing against me and how difficult it was for me to physically steer the car and keep it from crashing and stuff. But I moved up, and I passed this guy, and I took the lead. And I could see the Indianapolis 500 racetrack in front of me, and I knew I was going to go in there and take a lap, and I was going to win the race. And I knew I was going to win the race. So that was my dream this morning. And I do think it's a metaphor for how close we are to things happening. That's what I think the message was.
Yeah.
So, I'm not going to talk about the other message I got on Tuesday on the air because I still haven't quite sorted that one out. And Jen and I are going to butt heads on it. So we're not, but this was, I thought, if this dream means anything, it means that we just took the lead and we're about to go win the race. That's what I think it means. And I just asked Jen one question before we went on the air. Is it a message or is it just random stuff from my head? And she said it was a message. So that's all I have for you guys today, because there's not much in the way of news out there at all. Everything seems to have stopped. The tip I got about yesterday did not come true. At 3:30, there was something that happened in Iraq around that time, but it wasn't what I was told it was going to be. So we're kind of just there, and I don't have anything more to add news-wise, unless you've gotten anything or any readings or anything like that in the since Wednesday. Any information you've gotten about the bigger picture?
Any day now. I just asked, and I said, "Is there anything I can tell these people?" And he said, "Any day now."
Said any day now. So,
and that really relates to your dream, because if you take a look at your life lately, it just feels like you've been racing and trying to get there.
Yeah.
Trying to get there wherever there is in your mind. A place that's good and exciting and fun and to win. And your experience to get to the track itself and all the waiting and the guy in front of you and all that stuff, it's really, that's, your mind working through something emotional. But I think within that, there was the message that, yeah, you're going to get there. There's a knowing that, yeah, you're going to get there, and yeah, you're going to be in the game, and yeah, you're going to win.
Yeah, and it's actually in sight too. That was the thing, is the track was actually in sight. So the win is in sight. So that's how I took it. So any day now, that's good news. We just have to kind of sit back and again continue to be patient and wait and see what happens, and try not to get too caught up in how this thing lurches around. I mean, Nader from the Middle East did a really negative video, which again, I sometimes wonder if he's not trying to set us up to then knock us down. Like you say, I don't entirely trust him. I don't trust him as much as Mark does, but Mark is, but it's like
terrible. Just looking at his personality and the vibe I get from him, he's actually a terribly negative person, terribly skeptical.
Well, from the Middle East,
cynical.
Yeah, he's from the Middle East. A lot of shit goes on there.
But it swings back and forth, and I think that I don't really trust the news coming from him. I'm not trying to bash anybody, but for me personally, I don't really hang on anything.
Well, for me, it's not that I don't trust the news. What I don't trust is his interpretation of the news necessarily. But when he says, "Hey, they're saying that they're going to revalue the currency," that's important.
And that's what's upsetting is that you don't know who they are and what contact is that he has. And yeah, this contact may say, "Oh yeah, I'm really in the know, I'm really great," and all this stuff. Men flooding up their feathers and walking around in circles. But we don't know if he really is in the know, or just observing or hearing it secondhand and passing it on. So that's where we are. That's the reality that we live in. Is that we. That's why we really just have to increase our intuition and take a step back and get down to what is underneath it all, what we really know.
Yeah. So then we had what was the other thing I was going to mention? It was right in here. Sorry, I'm having a moment. Oh, by the way, I had a very good day legally yesterday. I had a hearing on a case that I have brought, which I won, and that may result in some financial gain in the near future. Not a whole lot, but enough to help me out of some
good.
Enough to make me feel better. That's one thing, and make life a little easier if the rest of this stuff doesn't happen. But I'm assuming it's going to happen, so I'm not going to need it.
Again, I had kind of a stress attack because if anybody uses PayPal to make a living, you know how a lot of things come through PayPal that could be, considered gifts and things like that. Well, they sent me a 1099 with everything on it.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God. We need to get the taxes wiped out pretty quick.
Well, yeah, unless we can get to the finish line here and there are no income taxes to pay this year.
Gives them the damn right to do that. I'm not employed by them. They don't get to take charge of what is. So now I can't, because they're going to report it to the IRS. I can't go in and say, well, that's not correct because this was this and that was that. And
well, you can, but
I need to stop sending people to the love button is what I do. I need to use something else. If they want to give me a gift,
Yeah, that's true. Well, or change the love button to the gift button.
Well, actually, technically, donations, you give somebody up to $15,000 something a year without having to pay taxes on it.
That's
and
correct.
The person who gives is supposed to pay tax, not the one who receives. And so now I'm the one who receives, and I got to, they just lumped everything and said, here you go, we're in control of your freaking life. And,
yeah, and again, hopefully all this stuff will be going away soon. So
yeah, God will take care
anyway,
of it.
I'm hoping that the result of my hearing yesterday was not the big red dot you saw. I'm hoping that's not it. I don't think it is, because it sounded like it was a really big red dot. So, bigger than what I'm going to get.
No, not everybody I've seen a dot for around the same time has a hearing.
Yeah. So, okay, so I guess other thing I wanted to say is, guys, thank you for going to the CBD Gurus. They're extremely happy with the results of their sponsorship. They're continuing it, and they're really happy. So keep going to the CBD Gurus. Jen, why don't we just why don't we just go into readings? We really don't have a lot of hard news to talk about. There is some concerning Ukraine and stuff like that, but I'm going to cover that mostly tonight with Brooks and Candace and Blake in the news show tonight. So, by the way, the top 5 tonight is going to be overrated and underrated. Your top 5 overrated, underrated, anything. Sports figures, political, historical figures, movies, anything you think is overrated or underrated. That's what we're going to do tonight. So I know Blake's probably watching this morning. By the way, Blake, everything's working great. So thank you. Yeah, so we're going to be doing overrated, underrated tonight. If you want to tune in to Friday Night Fun Time tonight at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. Okay, there are how many?
We also have healing giveaways today. If you commented on philosophy on Telegram, we have quite a few to give away today. And thank you to everyone who donated. So we'll do that at the end of the show.
Okay, Batman is in and out. Basically came on and said hi, bye. Got to hit and run. Watch later. All right. Thank you, Mr. Batman.
Busy man.
He is a busy man.
Somebody puts up the bat signal. He's got to go.
Yeah, when he puts up the bat signal, he should make his avatar the bat signal.
He should
do that, at least on here. All right, so about 500 people watching today. We're going to go into the free readings straight away. We'll do the little advertising things first of all, and then go into the readings. Again, guys, really want to emphasize this. Need your real name, at least your first name, and the name of the person or kitty or doggy or whoever you're asking about, if you have a name for them. That's really important. It really helps Jen get connected. So let's do that. All right. So 545 or so people in the live stream. Thanks for being here. Don't forget that these are always pulled down off of YouTube within about 15, 20 minutes, typically. After the show is done. We wish we could keep them up on YouTube, but that's our way of dancing around the censorship. You know, I watched, I like to watch the show, The Y-Files, I told you about, Jen, which I think you should start watching because it's a really good show. And this guy, AJ, I mean, he has this deep understanding of the algorithms and words you can say and words you can't say and subjects you can cover and subjects you can't cover. My understanding is that, you know, covering John F. Kennedy, anything regarding that's going to get you flagged. So I just decided to go around that by simply deleting things off YouTube as soon as the live stream was done and directing you to mikebarrett.blogspot.com, where you can pick up this show and other people's show, other people's intel, other people's information. That will lead you pretty much directly to the Rumble site, where we have Real News Live on Rumble. Hi, K-Prib. Nice to have you in here. On Rumble, and you can go to Real News Live on Rumble, create a Rumble account, subscribe. We've only got 2,601 subscribers, or 2.61K. Yeah. Come on in there, create a Rumble account, subscribe to our show, and watch us on Rumble. That is the way to go if you want to do so directly. I'm working with the Rumble people. There's about $300 in there of Rumble rants that people have given me, and I can't get the money out. So once we get that straightened out, then I'm going to start suggesting occasionally, if you'd like to contribute, you can just hit with a Rumble rant if you're over on Rumble. Other than that, again, yes, please do go to the CBDgurus.com. They're very happy with the results of their sponsorship of the show, where you can get all kinds of cool products for your health, bath bombs and soaps and gummies. And I got to get the Pain Freeze roll-on or the pain cream. I forget, one of those two. I got to get them. But the trick here is to go to the wholesale, select Mike B Wholesale, and type in the discount code ALIEN. And it's all lowercase. It's ALIEN. I wish I could show it to you, but it doesn't. There's no S on the end. It's not aliens, and there's no capital. It's just lowercase ALIEN. And pick up this week's specials. And guess what? Matt and Lucas over there, they throw in some Bolivar. They throw in some currency. He's also been throwing in little bits of Iraqi dinar.
I got some.
Yeah. For 500 dinars free at $50 order or more.
That's what I got.
Yeah. So you can pick up, the products that are on sale, the Delta 8 gummies, the water-soluble Delta 9 THC. That's a new product. The Super Full Spectrum.
I might have to add some THC to my life.
Yeah.
Think about it.
The Miracle Gold, which is effective, the weight loss supplement, which I suggest that you people combine the weight loss support capsules with Jen's weight loss healings and see what you get. I'm still waiting for feedback on that. On the Miracle Gold, the CBD pills, and then my personal favorite is still there, the pet oil. 250 milligrams of pet oil. I give Barkley this every day for his little joints and his little back so he can get up and out, in and out of the car and up and down off the couch. Maybe I should let his joints go bad so he can't get up on the couch. But I pick up the CBD pet oil, that kind of thing from these guys all the time. The CBDgurus.com. And go to the wholesale tab. Might be wholesale. Type in the discount code ALIEN, ALIEN, and make them happy. Jen, what's going on over at JenniferFallah.com?
Well, I would just like to say, shameless plug for CBD Gurus, I love these people. I was shopping around and I was buying CBD oil for the dogs, and it was like $79 a bottle. And I'm like, man, This dog is like, I go over there, it's really good, having the same effect, very affordable. I just went and got like 5 of them the other day, and I get a bonus, and they sent me foreign currency. That was awesome. Comes quickly within a few days, and I know that these people, my brother bought all his Christmas presents from them, and he had a trouble with the website. Just called them, service right away. Awesome people. Get on over there and get something. And I love the pain cream, although I'm putting in a request for one that is unscented. Just saying.
Okay. Yeah, like last night, Dave had a lot of pain in his elbow, and he could have used the pain.
I love it. I think it's like the green label. It's like it's just that one over there. Maybe it's the strongest one. I love that stuff. It's amazing. Good. Okay. Anyway, over at JenniferFallah.com. I do have a side deal going up for our giveaways. Now, I will be still accepting donations to give away the free healings on Fridays. I'm going to work up something a little special, a little bonus for one of the people during the week that donate. But I can't keep giving everybody all the classes, forevermore. So I'm going to be taking that down. If you really want to get all of my classes for a $100 donation, which is really cheap, 9 classes to keep, psychic development and interdimensional meditation that takes you all the way up to remote viewing, projection of consciousness. Go make a $100 donation today, and I will send them to you via WeTransfer. Email me after so I know what you did. I am still accepting a few students for the psychic development private coaching sessions that, along with me, my experience, and the Archangel standing by, we give you all the classes, and you get 4 one-hour coaching private sessions on the phone with me and the Archangels to figure out what your gifts are, what your strengths are, and just to really help you increase your intuition, what your goals are, if you want to do this for yourself or just other people, be a healer, whatever. We work with you, and Gabriel and I work with you to achieve that and give you exercises and tips and everything. So I'm going to pull this down when I get enough people, because I don't want to, because they're either bi-weekly or monthly, and I don't want to fill up my entire schedule so I can't make a living anymore later on, right? Months out, that would not be smart. So I can only take so many right now. And when they peter off, I'll put it up again, but could be a couple months, 2 or 3 months. So if you want to get in the group, get in there now. Also have the medical intuitive reading on sale. We have weight loss healings. We've got all kinds of combos up there. So go on over there to JenniferFallah.com and get some good stuff.
Yeah. I would say the weight loss healing combined with the weight loss capsules from CBD Gurus. I really want somebody to try it and let me know what kind of results they get. So.
And I also want to tell you that I'm very busy, and Marcy Howell is there. So if we have an increase, but this happens twice a year, usually before Halloween, around in the fall, and then usually when spring's coming up, we'll have the veil is thinner, and we'll see a lot of paranormal activity. You got things walking into your home, following your home, stuff like that. If you have experiences and you'd like a house cleanse, go and see Marcy Howell. If you have missing items or would like a mediumship reading, talk to a loved one passed away, go and see Susan Gretz. She is the only person that I go to when I want that. And that's saying a lot because it's really hard to impress me. Yeah. And for me to trust you, but I've known these two women for, 12 years. We've been working together. So get on over there and you can book with them as well.
Well, I would give her a call. Actually, a call to come and cleanse your house. Sounds like. Well,
you purchase from either one of them, and then they will, and then email them, and they will contact you, and they're just amazing, true blue people.
Cool. All right, let's get over to the chat and see what everybody has to say. Christine Packer, good morning to the best of the best, the greatest show on earth. Mike and Jen, thank you. Oh, you know what? I got a gift. What did I do with it? I got a gift of some honey for my birthday from one of our regular listeners, and I've had a note from you. And what did I do with your note? God dang it.
Susan Gretz is in the chat. Say hi, everyone.
Hi, Susan.
She's also the producer of Beacon of Light Radio. Amazing individual. She does all kinds of things I don't do. So, like, when I'm really out of whack, I go to Susan. Susan, you got to tell me something.
Shit, I had the note right here. What did I do with it? God dang it. Well, anyway, sorry. Thank you. And thank you for the people that have been giving me some love, because I have a love button, too. We're going to talk about that at the end. But thank you, Christine, for that. Kathleen Bella Perez. Yes, you don't know how we could have made it without Good Truthers, Mike and Jen, but we're really out of popcorn. Yeah, well, I think we are about time to be done with popcorn. Mary Ferrani says, it's coming out more and more that Brandon is trying to start a war with Russia, order the destruction of the Nord Stream pipeline, Gentel proof incoming. Yeah, I think it's going to be the big thing, because Jen will be able to brag that one that she predicted, 2 years ago, practically. That's why he would be removed. Mike, you should check out a book called The JFK Jr. Assassination Proof, a professor of history, John Corner. He did all his research on it. Wasn't a plane crash at all. It was an explosion witnessed by 3. Well, an explosion does make a plane crash. So, yeah, that'll be interesting stuff. Thank you for that tip. Susie Q is here. Deborah Pollard is here. Jen, your hair looks beautiful as always.
Thank you.
Any major announcements by Trump? No, they did reactivate his Facebook and Instagram accounts. They're just trying to appease him because I think they see which direction the wind is blowing. That's for sure. Victoria Adams says, sorry, go ahead, Jen. Sorry.
Well, I was just going to say, but it's interesting. Every day we're seeing a little more progress, a little more red pilling, a little, so it's not like we're stagnant. We're moving along. But I think that is the probably grand finale.
Victoria Adams says, I was giving a student a voice lesson the other day when an orb went dashing across the room. Yep, it's that time of year, right? Susie Q says, car racers are athletes. Yes, they are. Formula One racers are. They have to be in tip-top shape. They're basically, a lot of them run triathlons because triathletes, that's the level of fitness they have to have. Those NASCAR guys, the beer swilling, big fat guts, 50-year-old guys. Yeah, well, the car wouldn't quite turn right today, so I just, kept turning left and it won the race. I mean, they're not athletes, but the Formula One drivers certainly are, and IndyCar drivers to a lesser extent. Kathy says she likes the interpretation of the dream. Me too, because it's good news for everybody. Mike, you being late was a plus for me. I was late shopping, so I didn't miss the opening of the show. Yeah, I was just shopping too. I just bought some stuff on Amazon.com. Thank you. Thank you. Who's the? I don't want to say the wrong name. That's worse than saying not remembering the name. The lady with the won the T-shirt.
Regina.
Regina, thank you for the gift card, my Amazon gift card. I put it to good use. I bought some modeling supplies for my enterprise model that I'm building. It's going to take me a long time. And a new CPAP nose pillows. Those are really important. They're $20 a pop. And some male grooming products. So thank you. Christine Mantich. Jen, my kitty Chester often stares into the corners of my bedroom as if he sees something I can't. Wondering if he's seen visiting angels or spirit guides. Love you guys.
Christine Mantage.
Christine and
trying to look and see what he's. There's someone standing there.
Visitor standing there. Mike Speed Racer Barry. Yeah, that's what you could call me. Although I was not driving the Mach 5. I was driving an Indy car. So.
It's a man.
It's a man that he was staring?
Yeah, without just in this setting, it's kind of hard to tell if the energy seems a little lower than a visiting spirit from home. Their vibration is very high, so it's hard to perceive them, but animals can, and children can. I want to send me pictures so I can take a closer look. Take a little. You might have a walk-in.
Jennifer Cavallon. Hi, Jen. Is the woman Karen marrying my husband's best friend Ron Mason in Spokane today a con artist? Okay, so your husband's best friend Ron is going to marry Karen. First of all, she's a Karen, so you shouldn't be marrying her. But is she a con artist, or is it going to be a good marriage? I guess is the question.
I wouldn't say that she's a con artist, and Ron doesn't care right now, so let him do his thing. He needs to find out for himself. I would say that she probably is one of these people who puts on, inflates her stories to a place that makes you think that, it's more than it is. I don't think she's trying to con anybody. I don't think I'm any deceitful intent there. Yeah, just let him do his thing. He doesn't care right now.
Yeah. He doesn't care because she's great in bed, probably, right? As a guy, that's what matters. Mike, was AOC the flag girl at that race? I don't know. I didn't get to the finish line, but probably. Just sit back, relax, wait for the game. You have 53 hours to plan your Super Bowl meal. Yes, I am going to tell you my prediction for the Super Bowl right now. I have the Eagles winning 37-31 over the Kansas City Chiefs. And by the way, Patrick Mahomes will appear on my all-time overrated, underrated list tonight. I'm not telling you whether he's overrated.
Does anybody know how to watch it if he canceled your cable? Is there any? I don't know how to get it anymore. I actually canceled my cable because I only kept it to watch games this year, and then I couldn't get that. And the channels that I try to watch it on would black out during the game. So I'm like, you know what? Screw this. I'm not even.
You can pick up HD broadcasts over the air for free. You just got to get an antenna.
Oh yeah, let me run out and do that. I'm not gonna do that.
It's a man's job. I
was just wondering if there's some kind of app or something, kind of streaming service you get on,
Yeah, I'm sure there is somewhere. You can pay for NFL.com. I'm sure they'll stream it for you. But well, thank you, Christy. I appreciate that. Kim Coatney, did Biden and the deep state really blow up the Nord Stream 2 pipeline and purposely hide this from Congress? Is this his starting World War III moment, and will more come out on this? Well, I think we've addressed those before, but let's let Jen look at it again.
More and more, it looks as though it is a movie to me from the information that I'm receiving. So a long time ago, I think I answered that. I don't even remember what I said about that, but
well, Gabriel said on Monday, Biden will remove himself or something along those lines.
He'll sink his own ship.
Sink his own ship, yeah.
It wasn't technically the cabal's operation. It was the White Hat's operation to link the cabal to doing that. So, and there was a reason for it. I'd have to go back and find out because we did get that information at one time. But yeah, they want to link him to it. So technically, on the surface in the script, he blew it up.
It's funny because there are so many people, even those who should be awake, that don't even get that there's a cabal yet. That that the bankers are behind the Republicans and the Democrats and controlling them both, and they're one party against us, the people. I mean, I spent 4 or 5 days with Whitley Strieber, a very intelligent man who's been abducted by aliens for decades and should know that everything in front of us is fake, and he's still locked into the whole Republicans versus Democrats thing. And it's
because at this point in time, if they accept one thing, they'll have to accept another. And that'll lead them back to accepting the vaccines that they took are bad and all kinds of stuff, and they can't handle it. They don't want to hear
the medicines they took were bad, that the people they voted for are pedophiles. I mean, look, I used to love U2's music and Elton John, but look at who they're running to. They're running to the Bidens. Okay, what does that tell you? It tells you they have something to hide. It tells you they're afraid of us, the patriots. They're afraid of being exposed. That's what it tells you. And that's not good for people that are fans. Jen, having trouble with blood flow in my left arm. Flow stops completely when lab tries to draw blood. Had an ultrasound, but not able to get results. Is there a clot or scar tissue? Lisa Western is asking that question.
Let me look. It's scar tissue. Pushing against that big main vein there.
Yeah. The one where I gave blood last week. Yeah, there we go.
It's actually in the area where they put the band. And so when they put the band there, it pushes it off. Like it closes it off. I don't think it's actually in the vein. I see almost like a white, long
so up here.
I don't see a little red thing in there.
Up in the bicep. Have them focus there and look there. See if there's any scar tissue. Right, Jen? Is that it?
Yeah, maybe a little lower, but yeah, in the front of the inside of the arm there.
Hi, Greta. Venmo is owned by PayPal, so if they kick her off PayPal, they're going to kick her off Venmo too. So there's no.
Well, they don't want to kick me off PayPal because they make a lot of money on me, but they want. Oh,
they will. If they really notice who you are and what you're telling people, they will. That doesn't matter. They were making money off me, and they still kick me off, so they don't care. They don't care because they're making money off lots of other people that are still using their services because their service is very convenient. Sandy would like to know, my son, Alec D, do you see him exchanging his currency at a redemption center? Do you see Alec D, Sandy's son, exchanging his currency at a redemption center?
If you want him to exchange at a redemption center, you better kick his butt and make him get down there and do it. Because I think what I see him in is just walking into a bank.
Yeah, in which case he'll get a lower rate. He won't make as much money off of it as he could. So don't let him do that. Question for Jen from Glenn. My pain doctor has me taking magnesium and turmeric with curcumin. They seem to have helped me with my anger issues and anxiety, and my pain also seems to be leveling out. Your thoughts? By the way, you wouldn't like Glenn when he's angry. Glenn is huge. Okay, I went to high school with him, and you don't like Glenn when he's angry. Let me tell you.
Well, the magnesium, the turmeric and the curcumin, that's for, I think, inflammation. The magnesium, is just good stuff, man. It relieves tension, and that's going to relax you. So that's a good combo.
Yeah. Oh, Regina, there's Regina. I would have remembered. Sorry, Regina. I just, my mental faculties are declining. We're glad to have you here, and thank you for the gift card. She got me an Amazon gift card. It was very sweet, and I did spend most of it today. I got a 6-pack of deodorant. I got some nose pillows. I got some modeling supplies for my USS Enterprise model I'm working on, which I'm going to be posting videos at some point, sort of taking you through all the things I've done to try to make that terrible kit look more like the real Enterprise.
Sexy.
Yeah.
Thanks for that information. Yeah.
Than a man who does that. Did anyone else see Bull Polney on Nino's show? He's saying there's going to be a huge event in April that flips everything, and no one can doubt God is in control. Well,
that's pretty easy to say. Yeah, we do.
That event.
I got March. We'll see.
Yeah. Why the resurgence of the pipeline news? Because they're building the case to get rid of him. That's why. Because they're building the case to get rid of Joe Biden. Bernie, Jen, my boss is verbally abusive at times. Will I stay or go?
kind of gets to like the last straw and you go.
Yeah. Before that, punch him in the fucking face.
No, don't do that. Don't listen to him. Just try not to take it personally. Just think of this person as a child who throws a fit. You got to think of yourself first. And so don't internalize that. This person is just dumping on everybody. All this negative energy.
Or wait for him the day you've decided to leave, wait for him to leave and go to lunch and then go take a shit on his desk. You can do that too. I knew a guy who did that at Boeing once. He was walking by this office and I'm like, what the? Oh my God. He didn't like his boss. Hola from Miami, says AJ Ferreira. I had a dream this morning too, Mike. It was a celebration after we all did our redemptions. The message was clearly keep the faith because this is happening. All right. Kevin Strupp. Hi, Jen. My mom, Latrice, passed away last Tuesday. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Is she with my dad, Eddie?
There are two females that came to get her. One is much older than her. One is close to her same age. Feels kind of removed, almost like a cousin or a sister or something like that, friend. And then she went home, and there were so many people there, and there were so many animals, like, just walking around there. So, yes, your mom is fine. She's with a lot of people. Yes.
Okay, Dorothy would like to know if she and her husband Darwin have been married in past lives, and if yes, how many times?
Well, that's kind of a lot of focus for a 2-second reading here. Dort.
Well, Dorothy.
Dorothy and Darwin.
And Darwin.
They have had experience in past lives.
Yeah.
But it would take a little more time to look into that.
You know, sometimes, you know, when you do the marriage thing, it's like, if you do it right, there's no need to do it again and again, right? So, you know, just meet each other and get married, have fun. James Foster. Hey, Jen. The other day you answered a question. Afterwards, you said you felt that one. Is that like an extra confirmation, or what does that feel like?
It's kind of close to channeling, but, you know, I'm not a big... I guess there are different levels of channeling. I did a write-up on it a long time ago in one of my groups. So I have to find that. But, you know, there's different levels of channeling. Anytime you're passing on information, either a medium or whatever, you know, no one's, like, stepping into my body and doing it. That's, like, really scary. Anyway,
Yeah.
Sometimes it just feels like, well, I gotta say this, like, or you get this, like, you say it, you get this, like, chills, like, wave that goes through you, or and there's emotion and a physical experience attached to what you just said, and then I'm like, okay, well, I felt that one.
Yeah.
Like I wanted to say that, that popped into my mind, but I was like, say it, you know, like, that's why I say that.
Say it.
When I said Biden will be removed for trying to start a world war, later we found out when he tries to start a world war. Either one. The first time I said that, I felt that. It wasn't even in my mind. It just popped in, and I was like, I had to say it. That's good stuff. You know, that when that happens, I'm sticking to it.
Kim Coatney says, also want to thank Jen for healing my boys Thor and Loki. Both are stabilized and doing much better. Thank you for giving me more time with them. You are a true angel. Thanks to God and the archangels.
Thank you. I just did that one the other day, and that is so good to hear. If they start to decline, let's do another one.
Yeah. Mary Gold says just ordered the CBD Guru. Should be here tomorrow. Great. I gotta get on the line with Matt. I gotta send him a text and tell him to send me some of the pain cream spray, whatever it is. Kathleen Bella Perez. Jen, what's going on with my sinuses? Is it allergies? Geez, I don't know, but I'm going through the same thing.
Okay. Let me look. Oh yeah, you either got a sinus infection really way in there, back in here and right here, totally almost closed. You need to get that opened up. I don't know, whatever you need to do to open that up and get draining, or take some natural antibiotics, or just, like, if you should happen to have them in the house for some reason.
So CBD Gurus guys are great. Sent me Boulevard Dinar and Dong with my order, says Karen Kauth. That's awesome. So Jen, this morning I woke up. Sorry, go ahead. Did you have something to say?
No.
Okay. Woke up this morning and there was some trolling on Telegram. Why do you follow this? After I post, why do you follow this guy? He's never right. First of all, I'm right about 99% of the time, right? And on everything. Aliens, UFOs,
sure. Okay.
government, everything.
Yeah.
Oh, and I really appreciate that too, Jen. Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
And
98% right.
Well, you're right. I'm undervaluing myself. It's more like 99.9.
105. Let's just be truthful about it.
105. But and then I go and look, and it's like this person's brand new to Telegram and has joined two groups: Mike Barrett chat and Phil Godlewski chat. Okay, so I'm like, let's see, who do I know that hates me and hates Phil? Oh, Jordan Sather. Oh, thank you. Hello, hard nipple boy. How are you doing? I mean, how fucking stupid do you think we are? Really? I mean, you think we're as stupid as you are? That we wouldn't be able to figure this out? Jordan, go back into your hole. Go back into your mom's garage. Try to relax your nipples, buddy. Try to relax.
Stop it. Oh my God.
Let's go to, he does, he has hard little man nipples. Let's go over to Rumble and see what's going on over there on Rumble.
I don't even care anymore about people saying things about me. I'm like, you know what? I don't have time for that. All right? I don't have time for that.
Sean would like to know, will I be financially stable enough to retire this year? It's Sean, S-H-A-W-N. Sean, will I be financially stable enough to retire this year?
Yeah, but it's interesting. People that say they want to retire this year, what I've seen time and time again, and I just saw it again. For some reason, for the next few months, maybe even 4 months, people just kind of lay low and kind of do the same thing that they always did, but they've got it and they can go. But they're either tying up loose ends or they choose to just stay where they're at. I don't know if this has anything to do with the NDAs or it has anything to do with just not wanting people to know anything, but I've seen that time and time again for this year.
Yeah.
It's really like summertime when everybody emerges from their cocoons and like starts retiring and doing all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, and it's interesting. I was Mark said he's been asked not to talk about rates right now because apparently it's relatively close. And I did get some rates the other day along with my report that they were going to do something yesterday, and they didn't. So the rates are interesting. I will say that. They are interesting, and they are more in line with what Jen has told you is going to happen, which is that when you get in there into the redemption centers, you're going to be surprised. You're going to be happy and surprised. All right, back over.
Why would we do this whole damn thing?
Mm-hmm.
They know what everybody's waiting for.
Yeah.
They're not like oblivious to the entire RV crowd. I mean, why the heck would we come in at something that's it's no big deal?
Yeah.
And so what they're going to try to get their people to exchange at something lower. They're going to try to get as much in as they can with that. And then people are going to hold off who are knowledgeable, and they're going to say, all right.
Right.
But it's originally about what I think the theory I came up when we had Mark on to verify that is that they have to go high or there's no point in doing it anyway.
No, not at all. No.
It's a waiting game.
No, and here's the thing. You can have all the money concentrated at the top that you want. And you can have the central bank system and all that, but that's not what moves economies, right? So if you're real objective, if you're a good guy and you really want wealth to be spread, you have to give it to the individuals.
Yeah.
You have to let there, because there's way more of us than there are of them.
Yeah.
And
sitting right here in front of me, 2823 Iraq rate, bait and switch, the rate will jump. We had information the last few times telling us about this. Don't panic. You're going to hear some low rates. You're going to hear some stuff that's going to fluctuate, and then that's going to settle like a stock does, ending for the day. And it's going to be bigger on the screen when you get in there than what is advertised.
Right. You're going to hear good rates, and you're going to get excited, and you're going to go in, and it's going to be even more. So that's cool. That's very cool. All right. K-Prib, I really want to ask a question, but I don't know your real name. I'm going to put it to Jen and see if she can do anything with it. But, okay, she says, my friend, he or she says, my friend Joe K, so we're asking about Joe K, has debilitating ear problems and also back problems that require surgery. Can you see what's going on with his hearing, please? Joe K.
Well, Jesus knows who they are. It's just easier for me and quicker if I have a name. So on one side, we've got almost what looks like something that's developing that's kind of deforming the inside the ear canal, so a growth of some kind, but it looks the same color as the skin and everything. And then the other side, so it's blocking and creating vibration for the sound waves that are coming through. The other side, we've got some deterioration of the end of the nerve in there. So he's also going to have some balance problems, some vertigo coming up, things like that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, they have two different things going on either side.
Right. Okay, so this lady's mom, Gail, had to put her dog, Ananka, down yesterday. Gail had to put her dog, Annika, down yesterday. Do you have a message from Annika, and can God tell us what caused this all? Like, was it cancer? I told her I would ask. She's heartbroken. So Gail is heartbroken.
I'm gonna need better connection for all that information, but I do feel the dog relieved.
Okay, so that
she's okay with it. She feels like the owner helped her.
Okay. So a medical reading on Annika would give you the details if you really want the details. So I thought neither party paid taxes or received a gift of $15,000 or less. That's correct. Jen, did the angels tell you why there was a delay on the RV? February 9th is now any day. Just wondering. Well, the pre-warning was that, people are changing their minds and decisions have to be made. Things have to be executed.
Let's see. $2.6 RV. Iraq negotiating rates now. Rates will be higher on the screens. Redemption at redemption, then reports. The U.S. Treasury liquid when? The 9th. We don't know that. They could be.
Yeah, the U.S. Treasury could be liquid, and we wouldn't know yet. Yeah, that's true.
February 12th through the 17th is an important time for the transition. Biden will sink his own ship. So I don't know if the 12th through the 17th is related to him, but we'll see. 2.6. What we're going to see in the future is Iraq coming in too low and then negotiating for a higher rate, negotiating with the rest of the world.
Huh. That's exactly what happened yesterday, isn't it? Because according to Nader, the rate actually went up from 1,300 to 1,450 yesterday. So they came in too low. And they were told to go back and come back again yesterday. That's apparently what happened. Wow. Good stuff. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. So, negotiations is the answer.
Interesting. Okay. Wow.
So the war is being fought right now over this Iraq rate. And that's all we got. Because as soon as they release that and it's good, that's it. So stopping it.
Okay. The lady also says thank you about the reading for Aniki, and she'll contact you for a full medical reading to get the details. So good for you. Netta Bay, that I can't, again, I don't know. I think this is going to be a real full reading, but I'm going to ask you the question anyway, Jen. My friend Lisa's son, Brian, died on Monday. He was 37 years old. He started with shoulder pain and died. It wasn't a heart attack. They said he was septic. Was that the reason he died? I guess we can go with a quick yes or no question answer on that.
So what's the connection here? So who's talking? Whose friend is it? What's the son's name again?
The woman's screen name is Netta Bay, which Netta, I can't do anything with that. I need your name and the people you're asking about. The mother was Lisa, and her son Brian passed away on Monday, and he was 37 years old. He had shoulder pain, and they said it was not a heart attack, but that he was septic.
I'm drawn down to like the brain area. There was some. I would say that is probably accurate.
Yeah.
Had something there that wasn't healed.
That's bad. Okay. But if you want to go deeper, Netta Bay, then contact Jen for a full-on reading. Dorinda says, I'm having a hysteroscopy procedure on 2/23. During an ultrasound, my doctor found a big polyp and thick uterus wall with fluid. Will biopsies be okay, or will I end up needing a hysterectomy? Well, Jen's not a doctor, but she's concerned about her biopsies. I guess.
Now, what's the name?
The name is Dorinda.
Either one would be effective. It's just up to you. They're going to tell you everything, that they're going to suggest you get a hysterectomy so that in case it happens again. They always do. Plus, it's money for them. It's really not as bad as it used to be. It's not like it used to be. I just see this conversation like, hey, we got it, but you might want to consider doing this.
Okay. Hi, Mike and Jen. Love you both. My name is Mehdi. That's Mehdi. And my wife is Stephanie. So Mehdi and Stephanie. She's having a very hard time with her job. Will things improve, or should she look for another job? Her type of work are... Okay. That's all I got. Will things improve at her workplace, or... She can't tell you whether to look for another job, but she can tell you whether things will improve at the workplace.
Yeah, I don't make your decisions for you. The angels never will.
Vanetta.
You will see improvement over the next couple weeks. It seems like a temporary situation, and I think that you may have to use your voice and talk to somebody who's got some power there. But they will improve over the next couple weeks.
Vernetta was the name. Vernetta Bay. Yeah, thank you, Vernetta. And yeah, as Glenn is pointing out over here on Rumble, 260 people watching, only 24 thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up, because what that does is that circulates our videos more. They come up in people's searches. They come up in people's random. You might like this stuff.
You guys need to watch on the app, because when they try to hit the thumbs up, it's like, oh, now I got to leave because I got to go over to the app because I picked up the link. That's what happens to me. And I'm like, oh, I'll do it later. And then I don't do it.
Right.
But where's my thumbs up?
Yeah, bitches. Where's our thumbs up?
No, don't say that.
Oh, did I say something
You're
wrong?
so wrong. Oh my God.
Jordan. I see people talking to Blake, but I don't see Blake in the chat. That's weird, Blake. I don't know if you're still here. I don't see you in the chat, but I see people talking to you. So there's some weird things going on in the chat. Jordan says, Jen, a couple days after my reading with you, I had a severe stomach flare. Is it my gallbladder? Gallbladder question.
No, it's actually something you ate. So it was either like a allergic reaction to something you ate, like that really bothered you, or you had a like flu incident.
Okay.
Just made you very sensitive.
Eric, hi Jen and Mike. Will a family vacation to Switzerland go smoothly at the end of March? Eric wants to know if his family vacation to Switzerland will go smoothly.
I see activities there. I see getting there. And I see conversations about it at home later.
So it sounds like yes. Yeah. You know, Switzerland, God, if you're going to go, why don't you go in December when there's snow on the ground and stuff? It'd be so pretty.
So, isn't it dark all the time? Is that Switzerland or is that Norway?
Switzerland's, yeah, Norway's darker. It's
Okay.
pretty. It's very pretty. It's prettier than it is in March. Tamara Pepper, hi Mike and Jen. Do the Angels see an event such as a false flag happening during the Super Bowl? Winds, maybe high winds.
No. I'm never one to see or forecast any kind of tragic events. That's not my deal.
Yeah.
Usually because they don't want to like panic me, run around, you know, the sky is falling kind of stuff. But I don't really. There might be something to talk about, but I don't really see much like, you know, happening.
Other than the football game. Barbara would like to know, I'm having an issue with my left elbow area. Is it muscular or tendons or something? Usually it's tendons in your elbow, but yeah.
It really does have to do with the joint. I think it's tendons or the joint. Yeah. I don't think it's muscular.
Victoria Adams. Victoria was in the Mike Barrett chat yesterday, and she's like, "If I get Zim, how will I know? When will I go? And how much will it be?" And it's like, why do you constantly ask me questions I don't know the answer to? I don't know. I'm not in charge. If I did, I would tell you. I don't know, Victoria.
Trust if we knew.
Just stop asking me questions I don't know the answer to. Victoria, good news. I got some clarity today. The new owners that bought the house would like me to stay as a renter. There you go. So that's good news. I think we had a question. She had that question last week, I thought. So
didn't I say she'd stay?
Yeah, I don't know. I think so. I
don't remember. I forget everything.
Okay.
Stop saying it.
Layla says, hello, Jen and Mike. Any idea what the star over Mauna Kea that was said was Starlink was? Simon said it was not Starlink. What was it? I don't know this story. Apparently there was some bright star or something over the Mauna Kea volcano in Hawaii. And it was explained away.
They are monitoring sites that could be potential used for potential catastrophe. Interesting. All right. They're monitoring and watching over sites that someone could like blow up the volcano and cause a big problem and stop everything. That's what they're looking for. So the bad guys that are left are trying to find some way to stop this all from happening. Because as soon as it goes, they're dead. I mean, they got no game anymore. And all they got is remaining minions. Send them out in the streets and try. So be prepared for some kind of chaos here and something there, and that's what they're trying to do right now. Stop this.
Barry Richard, my only question is, when is the update for when people who need to go to jail are going to go to jail and the optics are going to switch to a reality-based television? Well, not apparently. What we found out from everybody about a month ago is that it's now flipped. That we thought the political had to happen first before the RV. Now it looks like the financial is going to go first. So after the financial. So we're waiting on that.
I saw that he had to be pulled out to have the RV. It was a totally separate event. It's in another country. But for the rest of it to roll out, that's the reason they use, is that everything's so bad, and he's done this and he's done that, and we got to take him out, and look, he's trying to kill us all, and so let's do this now. Oh, okay, that's a good idea.
Yeah. What about, let's ask this. There's a story going around that Kamala Harris is going to be removed first before Biden. Is that true? Is that part of the plan? Is to get her out of the way?
No, that creates a problem.
Okay.
We have these people, these actors, these people that are already been notified that they're in trouble to do what we say. So if you pull her out and you put somebody else in, now we got to get rid of that person.
Yeah.
So I don't think so. I think she goes along with.
Did you see the State of the Union with her neck, which looked like a mask? I guess.
Yeah, I saw that a long time. That was a long time ago. Oh, was it doing it again? Because I remember a long time ago.
Yeah, this was just on Tuesday. So, was that really her, or was it an actor in a mask, or what was going on with that? Or bad plastic surgery, or what?
I don't know. I think I need a picture.
Okay, I'll try to get you one. Yeah, the green lights in Hawaii. I think that's what we just covered. Cindy Ralston says, Mike, I started watching the Y-Files and love it. Thanks for informing us. Dr. Jekyll says, Hecklefish is awesome. Freaking awesome. And I love Hecklefisch's little tinfoil hat. He's a little goldfish in a bowl with a tinfoil hat and a human mouth who heckles AJ, the main guy. It's not too different from this show.
There's a cartoon like that the kids used to watch. I'm trying to remember what it was.
Yeah. You just missed that total insult I threw at you. My neighbor Karen has a huge tumor and is very worried about it on her inner thigh. Is it going to be okay? And is it cancer?
Debbie, I will look for you, Debbie, but not for him, okay? Because he's just like come in here and do work and he's insulting me. You're gonna get your ass kicked again. I'm just gonna tell you. All right.
Oh, yeah. So the lady who rolled her eyes at me. I'll do it.
I will
right, the lady who rolls her eyes at me.
I will kick your ass. All right, Debbie. Inner. Okay. It's just a multifaceted cyst. Okay, you got to have somebody take care of that and get rid of it.
Yeah. That's the thing is I had this cyst in my shoulder, which everybody thought was just a typical fibrous thing, and they removed it, and it was a little weird. So it's probably going to be something like that, where they just like got to get rid of it.
Sometimes you get like a little like a cyst or something, and it's a cyst, like a boil. Okay. This one's like got many chambers to it. She's got to go in and have that taken care of. That's ridiculous.
Jen, how is my cat Roscoe doing? Is he happy with me? He doesn't like my jokes. Kenneth would like to know if Roscoe is happy with him.
He thinks you talk too much, Kenneth. That's all I'm getting. It's like,
he thinks you talk.
Stop talking to me. Get a dog. Dogs like that. They like to be talked to them.
Yeah. Rosemary Limo, hey Jen, I don't know if you saw my Telegram post of my dream. It started out stupid or silly. There was a man with me, and it felt like it was my Jason, my ex, who has passed. All of a sudden, I look up and the clouds are parting, and Jesus is standing there, and I'm peaceful, and I see myself smiling. What does that mean? That means, I don't know. Hi, Jesus.
Listen, if you see Jesus in a dream, and then you don't know what happened, he talked to you. Because I told a story. What was it, Mike? Was it in the classes that I did that, or was it on a philosophy show? But I went back to review something like that happened to me when I was sitting on the horse corral when I was a kid.
Yeah, it was.
And when I went into meditation, it scared the heck out of me because I saw him step down with two other women and walk up to me. And I'm sitting on the fence. I'm probably 8. And he looks up at me and said something. I can't remember what it was, but it was like, you must never forget to pray. And I said, I know what to do. It was just freaked me out,
Jesus.
I was like 8.
Good job, Jen. Yeah.
Listen, if you see Jesus in a dream and he walks up to you, especially if clouds parting and he walks up to you, I don't know, get some hypnosis. Find out what he said.
Yeah. Must have said something to you.
That's awesome.
Regina says, Jen, I will have a few testimonials soon. After I get one more test result, I will write them up. One test thing that you said was verbatim. Love you.
Thank you, Regina. Cool. I love you. She's such a wonderful lady.
Ron doing his job with the wrench. Has anyone else been getting advertisements from places that you're bought currency from? I have. Yeah, well, they're trying to get you to go. Yeah, I'm not seeing any trolls in this chat. So as long as they don't actually appear on the show, I could give a shit because I'm going to.
Although I did have Mike Barra, a new Mike Barra, message me this morning and said, "Thank you so much for being with me here." You know, all this stuff. He's like, "I have so much to share with you," and I said, "Do tell." And I was going to mess with them, but I didn't have time, and I just.
A couple of the ladies have been messing with him. It's like, oh, we're gonna have babies together, and all this. She just went full crazy, and then
yeah. I was gonna have some fun there. I'm like, do tell me, shower me in your wisdom. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, purchase the X-Freeze 1500 milligram from the CBD Gurus, and it is good. Thank you, Cindy.
Yeah, I've got the cream. It comes in a jar. It's like 2,000 milligrams, and it's like you put it on something that hurts, and it's gone. That's it. Done.
I am blessed to purchase from them and had good success. Well, they're loving this. They're loving the situation, so it's all going good. So that's good. Hi, Kim. How are you? And that was from the classes that you told that story.
We'll have to invite him to come to Vegas with us when we all go. Although I think we're going to need a couple months to plan that, so probably more. Well,
we are because we're gonna try to give people help to come. You know, people that have been.
Yeah, we're gonna need a couple months to plan.
We're not gonna. It's not gonna be out of your pocket necessarily. We're gonna put on the show. We'll have some travel allowances or something. Hi, Jen. I have an appointment for my dog Gizmo today. Dave used to have a cat named Gizmo. To see what's going on with him. Is there anything I can tell the vet to focus on for the dog Gizmo? It's Carissa Holcomb. What should they focus on with Gizmo at the vet today?
The neck, really look in the mouth. So what I'm seeing is right here and inside the mouth. So I don't know if it's the teeth. I don't know if it's the glands. I don't know what's going on. Just quickly make sure they really look through those teeth. Okay. And I'm getting all kind of like up in the front, the head, the ears, the teeth, everything.
Michelle Noyes. Michelle says, could you ask the angels if colloidal silver helps with any health benefits? Yeah, I've tried to take it and it's never done anything for me that I'm aware of. Maybe it would if I took it all the time. I don't know.
I would look it up. There's a lot of information about that on the internet. I actually knew somebody, Augie Nost. I think that's his name. He would just sing its praises and use it for everything. I don't know anything about it. I mean, I could ask. Let's see. Okay, is there any health benefits to colloidal silver
and monatomic gold?
Something about remineralization and balancing of the system, and yeah.
Is it something that would help me if I took it daily, like I'm supposed to? Or is it just not for everybody? It doesn't, like, should I take some?
I don't want to suggest anybody take it. So go ahead and do your research, but there is a lot of research available. And so the answer that comes, yes, there is health benefits.
Some benefit. Okay. Is there something going on with Ron we don't know about? Ron, are you okay? Lily is better? Doggy? Kitty?
He had a thing with Lily. She had a problem, but that's good.
Oh, okay. Okay. Susan Gretz is here. Hello, Susan.
Yay!
How are you?
I feel guilty because I don't talk to Susan very often because we're both so busy.
Yeah.
Sorry, Susan. Still love you.
Susan. Jen is the high nutrient supplement Kachava as good as advertised?
I don't know. I've never heard of it, but first thing I flashed on was almost like a what is that? Like probiotic, like a sauerkraut or something like that. I don't know. think it's for digestion.
Little gay troll over here on the side. It's really funny because if I don't click on your troll, nobody will ever see it. Because the only video that's going to survive beyond the next 15 minutes is the one on Rumble. And if I don't click on it, nobody will ever see it. So you can troll away and it just goes off into the ether and disappears. You will be erased in about 15 or 20 minutes. Think about that, little troll. You're gone. You're going to go away. Bye-bye.
Well, it just really says a lot more about them than it does about us. I mean,
yeah. Well,
and it's funny, you walked into the wrong room, buddy, because we're all like, this isn't just a bunch of people who happen to click on a link on Facebook or something. I mean, we're all like intertwined and pretty close, so nobody cares.
And hey, pal,
nobody cares.
This guy's in there calling me all these names. All I can say is I'm on TV right now, probably, and you're not. And you're not. And you're never going to be. And I am, over and over and over again. I'm going to go to Europe this year and speak before thousands of people. I'm arranging that right now. So you have a great life, buddy.
Yeah, I'm not. Nobody knows who I am, but I don't really care.
Jen, again, this is why you might, lobby on my behalf to get some of the money that I've been looking for, because guess what? I'm going to put on conferences, and guess who's going to be at those? Can you think of anybody I would bring to those conferences?
Maybe I'll go. I don't know. You asked for it. You always asked me to pray for you. Pray.
I did. And
you
look
pray.
What happened. I did.
That's what they're waiting for.
I did. Look what happened.
Well, it's not a one-shot deal, man.
Well, no, I know. It's the Rumble crowd that doesn't get the thumbs up. Helps more than here. I tried. I know, Glenn. I saw you over there trying. Yeah, guys, thumbs up the videos, because that gets them circulated, gets them in front of more people, brings in new audience. And there's people out there that can use the information that we're providing here.
Kenneth, I would do a speaking tour. It's kind of like in the plan, I think. I really don't know what my path is leading, but I kind of see that. I would love to do that. I just want to do like a teaching thing, and see people's reactions as a group, teach people how to meditate, do talks about what I've learned. Yeah, I like that. That would be fun, but probably not too many, because I'm kind of a homebody, and once I'm out for a while, I want to go home.
I would probably plan, once a month is how I would be doing these. We would be in different parts of the country and different parts of the world.
Yeah, as long as it's fun and it's in a casino, because Mom likes to go to casino.
Yeah,
but
that's the best place to find people that need spiritual help is casinos.
Yeah.
Well, the first one will be in Vegas. John Terzala says, I saved my niece 11 years ago from child sex trafficking, and the family has shunned us since. Will they ever forgive and accept us again?
Wow.
That sounds like a case of what you talked about, Jen, where they don't want to admit that they'd rather shun him than admit that what he did helped them, because then they have to face that it was real. That just
Admitting fault here. That's a deep one. I don't know if you're going to get past this one. It may be like deathbed kind of stuff. I don't know. It's not looking good.
Layla says, hey, Jen, if you have a smart TV, you should probably, because a lot of times TVs come with programming or functions. You might be able to get the game there if you want to do it that way. Like watch Mary Ferrani says YouTube TV. I bet they have the game. So sign up for YouTube
I'll just
TV.
have to just ask kids. They're just like, bloop, 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 and they just get whatever they want on the smart TV with all their little apps and everything.
Bob Zem, you are fired. No, you're not fired. I'm just kidding. Jennifer would like to know if there's anything Spirit is trying to tell me. Jennifer Frederick.
Well, let's ask Michael. I think Spirit's been talking to you about your personal relationships, like friends. trying to counsel you on that. And I would say more spirit guides. Everybody has them. Something about you're struggling with losing people, losing friends. That's going to be okay. Okay. So that's all I can really get from this distance.
I wonder how Native Americans will be compensated for all the land that wasn't stolen. They lost the war. That's what happens when you lose wars. You lose valuable territory. But yes, they are going to get paid. It's part of what they call the fines and penalties stuff. Lisa says, thank you, Jen. It makes so much sense. Lily is just fine now. Okay. Heidi says, Jen, my boyfriend Derek keeps getting nosebleeds and we can't figure out why. Do you see anything? Well, let me ask you, does he use nasal spray? Afrin? Because I used to be addicted to 4-way, and one time at work, my nose just started bleeding and it wouldn't stop, and everybody thought I was a coke fiend, and I wasn't at that time. Yeah, so it could be something like that.
The skin inside his nose is very thin right now.
Yeah.
So whatever he's been doing, I really feel like the dry from the heat, dry heat in the house, dryness, either from the cold or the heat is just kind of like paper thin, and any little stimulus, he actually broke a pretty good blood vessel there, and he keeps re-injuring it. So tell him to quit messing with it.
Stop picking his nose.
Yeah.
She's telling you
so
to
speak.
Bob Zem wants to know, will his girlfriend be able to find jobs near the farm when we move there?
You do right away. She holds back because it's for a man. There's a lot to do. Takes a little while for her. Or maybe you decide she doesn't have to.
Hopefully she doesn't have to.
I just see a period of time where she doesn't.
Jeff would like to know, Jen, I had a CT scan today to determine why I'm having pain during urination. It could be from a stone in the bladder or perhaps prostate cancer. Should I be worried about cancer? Well, you should always be worried about it. But
well, you always want to have your screenings done. You always want to listen to the doctors and everything else. What I give you is just for them to help you. Help them help you. So I'm not going to tell you whether you have cancer or not on a show. That's something I'm going to need more folks to take a really good look in there. And let me see if I see a stone in there. Truth Seeker. Who is it? Jeff G.
Jeff, yeah.
Well, I do see something in there, and it looks like a stone. It looks like a stone that's been broken into 3 pieces, or there's 3 stones. So I'll leave you with that. If you'd like more information, you can get a medical intuitive reading, and we can get a closer look. And but I think that they should look for cancer as a precaution.
Sure. I had a kidney stone once. It was horrible. It was from dehydration, so I drink a lot of water ever since then. Lucy says, hi, Jen. I lost my dog, Bailey, several years ago. I still miss him. Does he ever visit me? And is he happy wherever he is? Sure he is. He's loved.
Well, he does spend a lot of time with you. I always say that. But that's all I always say first. I always see that first. Very happy. There are 2 other dogs that are very close to his size that he's hanging out with. Home? Yeah. It's fine. Does he visit me? Yes. And yes, he is happy.
Wow, Susan Gretz has a lot to say today. All right, we got to get some personal ones in here. You misspelled tits, by the way. Annette Pregene Jen, denied surgery and got a sitting job. Quit when a dog attack bit me Wednesday. Can you offer me hope of getting disability or having an income to support myself?
I quit when the dog attacked and bit me Wednesday?
Yeah.
Oh,
there was
okay.
a dog.
I see. Hope of disability. There is hope for you coming. You do not know what it is yet. It's at the end of March, beginning of April. Financial help.
Yeah. So Bruce, who does, Intel stuff.
End of March, beginning of April. Did I say that? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Please check your Facebook DMs that you messaged months ago. It's probably well, Annette, I have 2 Facebooks. I have my backup, and I don't check there very often. Nor do I go to my Mike Barra author page very often. I need an assistant. I need to be able to afford an assistant. Bruce was saying that Social Security and people over 62 were going to get benefits shortly. Like they might even get a notice that their benefits were going to increase, like to double even this month. Do you see that happening that soon? As part of the NASARA process.
Let's see. Okay, so the Social Security will increase, but what we're looking for is the new retirement that will overlap or run alongside Social Security for a while. That will be much bigger. I always did see Social Security like doubling or tripling.
Yeah. Well, and he said other interesting things like people that are over a certain age are going to receive their paybacks, on the banking stuff. They've been ripped off, their interest, their taxes, and all that over an 11-year period. It was pretty interesting statement. They're going to pay you over 11 years. You saw it in one chunk?
No, I saw when I've been doing these yearly forecasts. I've been seeing like the fall, just like some people, it's just dotted with like checks in the mail and chargebacks, and that's what Gabriel called it: chargebacks and interest. So whatever chargeback means.
Chargebacks is the stuff where they've taken your credit that you create by signing a financial instrument or an application and steal your money and don't give any of it to you. So that's what it is. Raven Rook, hi, Jen and Mike. My name is Roger. I'm having severe skin issues. Can you ask the spirits what is causing this issue? Anything for Roger as to what's going on with his skin? And then one more, and then we got to get out of here.
It's allergic. You're allergic to something.
Yeah.
It's new. It's a new allergic reaction. It's not that. It used to be okay with whatever this is, but your whole chemical makeup or your system has changed. And now this is not okay with you. And so I would go to an allergist and try to figure out what it is that's causing this, because it's almost like, it kind of almost looks like eczema, but I think it's like hives.
Cool. Okay. Kelly Renee. Hi, Mike and Jen. My mom, Linda Lou Lloyd, is 70. So it's Linda Lou and Kelly Renee. I've noticed her head, neck moving like a tremor for a few seconds, then it goes away. I may not see it for days, but then it's back. Is this vax and boosters?
Okay, Linda Lou Lloyd. It is a nervous system condition that's starting. You see it now when she is particularly weak, fragile. Because I'm feeling like somebody who's got like low blood sugar or something like that. Yeah, it's something to keep an eye on. The metals has accelerated the onset of this. Metals in the body.
Metals. Detox. Maybe some of those Kanoki foot pad things to get the metals out of your body. Try those. I don't know.
Cilantro. Huge metal detox.
Cilantro.
Put it in everything.
Put it in everything. Cilantro. Pretty sure AJ does Hecklefish's voice. Yes, AJ does do Hecklefish's voice. The Wi-Fi.
Go, so we got to do the giveaways.
You should watch it. Oh, right. Okay, the giveaways. I completely forgot about the giveaways. You guys should do a lecture workshop in Sedona. Somebody should offer me a place to stay for the Super Bowl too, Stephanie, and nobody did that. So, sorry, just teasing Stephanie. All right, let's go. And these are going to be your screen names on Telegram, correct?
Yes, I put a post up on Thursday sometime every week for people to ask for healing for themselves or others, free healings. And so the winners today are Judy Shoemake, Shewmake.
Shawmake, Judy?
Yeah. Now, some of these people might have won before, but they're not all asked. It doesn't matter. Yes, most I've been getting enough donations that most everybody that asks is getting it. Lori Betty, Bedi, for her friend.
Oops, Bedi.
Hang on a second, I hear dogs barking, and I've got like...
Yeah, how are things going with the dogs?
I'm playing hide the dog, and I don't know what's going on outside the door. Hang on. Check the dogs now. All right, let's do this quick. Nancy Forrestal. Okay. Worst movie ever. You win the award for the best scream name today. Okay. That's totally sarcastic. I love it. Bambi Rocks, ROX. Wildflower 2 City, you need a cleanse. Okay, I saw your post last night. Need a big cleanse. Okay, so we're going to do a healing on you. So email me. Janet, just Janet.
Is she a winner? Wildflower 2. Is she a winner?
Wildflower 2. Or 11. 1-1. 11, I guess that's 11. Cindy. Yeah, good enough. I will post these on Philosophy on Telegram. Janet. Kim Velarde. Vilardi. Rick. Joe. Mary Gould. Goold. She has somebody with cancer. And those are our winners for today.
Okay, so let's go through the list once again. Judy Shoemake. Okay.
I think it's Shoemake.
Lori Betty, which is Bedi. Nancy Forrestal should have a second R in there. Forrestal. Worst movie ever. You're a winner. Bambi Rocks, you're a winner. Wildflower 2 or Wildflower 11, you're a winner. Cindy, you are a winner. Janet, you are a winner. Kim Velarde, you are a winner. Rick, you are a winner. And Joe, you are a winner. And lastly, Mary Gould, you are a winner.
Yes. Now everybody needs to email me to receive their gift card, or just send me the name and the picture, and we'll put them on the list. Okay. Going into the weekend, so be patient with the emails. Probably won't get till Monday.
And the email is jmfalah@gmail.com. I hate it when it fucking jumps before I click on it. jmfalah@gmail.com.
All right.
What, did I say a bad word?
You're potty mouth.
Oh, you're worse than me.
I am not.
All right, guys, we will be back on Monday with the news update and see how things are going. There is a Super Bowl this weekend. Eagles are going to win. It's going to be an interesting game. I don't look for any false flags at the Super Bowl. I kind of doubt that. But, you just never know. Keep your eyes peeled. Keep your eyes pressed close to the news. Everybody's saying things are really interesting. And I just had a dream where I was racing to the flag. I just passed the last guy who was ahead of me. So we're getting close.
Yep, gotta go. Dogs.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you guys. Have a great Friday. We'll see you tonight on